Gamer here, and today I'm going to have episode 16 of map tips, and we're going to be back on Bazaar Conquest Small. And I've got a really big tip for you guys to use on this map, and I see people doing this wrong all the time. It can cost your team a match, or it could put them in a huge deficit that they may not be able to get out of. I've seen it where people have done this, where they've had a huge lead and they've made this mistake, and literally it's cost them the game. And let's say you're US. This goes for US or RU. Say US, for example. Say you guys take Alpha, and you're pushing up on Bravo. This happens a lot. You guys will get Bravo. You'll eventually cap it. You'll eventually take Bravo. But then their LAV or their Jeep or some sort of support on the other team will come and they'll start to take Alpha from you. So what you notice now is you went from having Alpha, being in a good spot, and taking Bravo and making the push towards Charlie, and you're like, this is awesome, we're having a good push. But then all of a sudden your back flag starts getting capped. So really you have two main options at this point, because you don't want to have them have Charlie and Alpha for two reasons: because you're going to be sandwiched in, and the ticket bleed is going to be hurting you tremendously. So your two main decisions are push Charlie or push Alpha. And what I see so many people doing is they'll come here and they'll see, like, let's say even if there's a bunch of guys pushing from Alpha to Bravo, they'll go, oh, well, that's okay, we're going to go get Charlie from them. And they'll run Charlie and they'll med pack down, survive all that craziness in Bravo, and they'll make it to Charlie, let's say. Okay? So what happens is let's say they do get Charlie. Let's say most of your team pushes Charlie. Okay, you might get Charlie if you're lucky, but then they've got Alpha. You might hold them off Bravo for a little bit, but they'll probably eventually get Bravo. So now you're back to one flag, and then if the guys are smart on the other team, they're going to spawn deployment, or they're going to spawn some guys are going to spawn deployment, some guys are going to spawn Bravo, and you're going to get sandwiched in, and then you're going to lose that one flag you had left, and then you're pretty much done. Then you're back to a spawn camp. And that's the mistake I see a lot of people making. So if you're in this spot where you had Alpha and Bravo, and you want to push Charlie, but yet Alpha is getting back capped from you, since that is your gimme flag, what you want to do is, if you're in this spot, make sure you have a chance to where you can push up. Make sure you're not getting picked from one of these angles. Rush up and run towards Alpha. Peek it and still play smart and everything. But even if you get killed, it is not a big deal. Let's say you die. You spawn deployment immediately and go for Alpha. Okay? Now, theoretically, hopefully you won't die, and you'll make it to Alpha and get on the burn and get Alpha back, and then push from Alpha back to Bravo. Or even put them in a pickle and go from Alpha back to Charlie, is what you want to do. Or let's say you get picked, like right around where I am, right around here, and you get picked from a guy just camping over there on that cubby hole. Okay? Spawn back in deployment, come in, get on the burn, and get the flag back, and then push right back for Bravo or Charlie. I hope this tip helps you guys. This is a really big tip that I've used on Bazaar, and that if you use this tip effectively, it can help you out tremendously, and it can save the game for your team. Hope you guys liked the video. Hope you learned something from the video. Please click that like and subscribe tab. And until next time, guys, this is JP Baseball Gamer, out.